Three-man smoke movement through the mid, baiting out a rise here for... they're going to find a Blink Lasso on Fata, and they're going to drag him back. Crypt Swarm, Nova, Fire Blast, and one more right-click from Come With Me's Crystal Maiden. They're going to pick off the highest priority target at this point from C9 with that Brewmaster at 4,900 net worth, just above that before his death. EE going to TP into the bot lane. We'll take a look at that. Actually, 1,200 experience. Going the way of Fnatic for that kill. So good thing that 4 of their heroes were in on that one. Bone 7 does have his duel up here, but no support in the top lane, and Hani gonna have to back off, worried about that duel +1. So Familiar's already up for Aoi here. He's sitting at level 6. Take a look at the hero levels here, and the support of Fnatic a little bit low, but everyone is pretty much at parity except for Fata, who is well ahead, but did die in the mid lane. Blink over on top of Aoi here. Firefly going out. Fire Blast not needed, but is used for the kill here from Rise. He did drop the Familiars on him, so he had to wait an extra second. Aoi gonna go down. 2 kills found from Fnatic here in quick succession, but Pieliedie is top lane. He can be able to swap Hani in for a duel here if Hani shows his face. And actually, EE gonna pick up a tower bottom lane, and Familiars as well as him gonna do a lot of harass damage to Ace here. TP's in from the mid lane. Jump forward from Bone 7. He does have a blink up. He's gonna duel on Come With Me now, and the magic missile will secure his win there. Blink haunt in from Hani. He realities towards Bone 7. Nice swap from Pieliedie, but the dagger's gonna follow him. Obviously not a disjointable spell. In the meantime, Pieliedie running here, but the T2 is going down top lane for Fnatic, so not worth it to pick off the Vengeful. One more right click from Arise will get him, but they lose their T2 to Envy and the Familiars from Aoi here, and Envy even gonna get the last hit there. So now no TPs available here. Fata waiting in the wings with a primal split and his treads and a blink. So EE perfectly fine here. And Aoi and EE, Aoi doing what Aoi does, picking up some split push and grabbing his medallion here on the Visage. Sitting above Pieliedie and Come With Me, but still below Rise on the supports in terms of net worth. So Come With Me gonna go in mid, throw a Nova out onto Fata, but that's just gonna, he's just gonna back off, and he'll find a GG rune top here. So nice pickup for him. GG rune beside the GG branch. So 3-man smoke rotation, 2-man smoke plus Pieliedie here from Bone 7 and Aoi. They'll be able to pick off whoever walks into this top lane, and oh so unfortunately for Fnatic, it is going to be Hani. There is vision of him now, and they're gonna jump in duel onto Hani. They have the familiar stuns, they have the grave chill, medallion, soul assumption, free damage for Bone 7. He's 3 for 3 on his duels, already sitting on 30 damage. Split committed mid onto a Rise. Actually fake casted by Fata, and he can still split now, but nice lasso to keep him from splitting. However, he still does have that, and he gets a solo kill onto the Death Prophet there. 1,400 experience. Going the way of Fnatic, but they lose a tower in the meantime. So all across the map, great trades for C9 here. Ace trying to find EE, however it's just an illusion at this point. So EE still split pushing in the bot lane. He has his Yasha and 1,800 gold up. When he gets up this ultimate orb, he's going to be in great shape. So they should certainly be worried about this. They are rotating Ace over. He does have a lasso on cooldown, however, so they don't have too much kill potential here. EE even going to scout him out with his illusions and do quite a bit of fucking damage here. Wow, those illusions, though. They do drop quicker, though, so you can certainly man up into them if you have a full mana pool, as Ace did. 30 damage out on Bone 7. He's going for that Blade Mail build that he's oh so familiar with. So Yules does finally come out here. 15 minutes for Arise. Not a terrible timing. He's sitting at the top of his team's net worth, but still pretty fairly behind here. We take a look at the graphs. 4,000 gold lead, or net worth lead, I should say. 2,000 experience lead in the favor of C9. Hani is still trying to pick up a Yasha here, only sitting on 800 gold. Anything on the career? No. So Hani's doing very poorly at 3,500 net worth. Just not a strong enough lane carry here from Fnatic to round out their lineup. So unfortunately for them, the dual lane's working out well. He's going to get jumped on and dueled here. Come With Me is behind him to stop this, and actually Bone 7 was not able to get that off. Jump in, and Familiar gets lassoed here from Ace. Big misplay, but the Exorcism going to spell the doom of Bone 7. He's going to throw an overwhelming odds Fire Blast into Aoi, and they're going to get a 2-for-0 with all the support behind Hani here. Familiar's able, maybe, nope, actually one goes down. And even to Hani's Spectre, unfortunately, trying to clean up Come With Me, unfortunately not able to do so. Will they lose another? Doesn't seem like it. Aoi will be able to get it into the tree line before dying. Force Staff is out for Ace now, so that was a very nice pickup for them, even despite lassoing up one of the Familiars. It did lose a stun for Aoi, but regardless, probably would have liked to have gotten a hero there. Yasha going to come out in 300 gold. 350 gold here for Hani. So that's a pretty good pickup. Jump in clap is not enough, even with the Drunken Brawler crit from Fata. So unfortunately for them, Roche has been up, and he has not really been given any attention this game. Manta is now up for EE though, and this is extremely scary for Fnatic here. He's got 2 levels in the reflection as well, so if Ace doesn't hit EE with that lasso, he's gonna die before he can get back to his team. However, he does have a Force Staff. In the meantime, Bone 7 gonna be picked off in the top lane with a whole array of spells used. Nice heals up by Arise there. Bone 7 gonna go down and not really create much space, as all the tier 1s are down, but double damage going to be picked up by EE here. He can go towards the Ancients with this. Actually, he's going to leave it there. I heard the rune sound, which was actually DP Arise picking up the bounty lane. Bottom, Fata going to use his bounty and fill up his bottle once again. Going to give a couple charges over to EE, and actually he'll give him the bottle. So EE going to be able to farm up the Ancients with this DD here. Doesn't seem to want to use it actually, so he'll just save that for a later time. Fata going to pick up his Yules here. Actually jump in on Pilot Eye. He's going to get lassoed up. Fire Blast and a Crystal Nova. Even a Flame Break for good measure from Ace. However, they only get the 5 position Venge here, and EE is just fine. So not exactly what they wanted to get done with the lasso, but a pick off nonetheless. Hani's starting to catch up at 4,300 net worth. He does have a Yasha, so certainly not scary by any right, but he does have some form of item progression here. Arise doing pretty well with a Phase Null Yules as well as a casual Vit booster. So we'll see if he looks to go into a Rod of Aoi here, or perhaps just straight into the Heart. So I think armor is a little better against the Terrorblade, especially that, and considering the fact that Assault Cuirass does help out the Exorcism, which is physical damage. But so not sure that raw HP is the best build for the Death Prophet here, but we'll see what she looks to opt for. Bone 7 blinking forward might find Hani here as he walks around the corner. Dagger through from Hani is going to be scouted out. There is a Wave of Terror here, but nothing to stop Hani as the blink was down. Good TP out from Hani there. Aggressive ward also being planted here for the Dire side. 2 aggressive wards, 1 in the lane. 3 heroes posturing up in the top lane for a push for C9, and Bone 7 and Pilot Eye may run into the full squad of MIM here. Blink forward. Fire Blast actually went onto the wrong target here, but Flame Break going to stop. Will he get the duel off on Come With Me? He does. Bone 7 going to go out immediately after. Jump in, split. Boulder Toss going to clean up Ace. Swap back onto Hani. He's going to get Magic Missile on the low ground. Wave of Terror. Soul Assumption coming through from Aoi. That'll be enough to clean him up. In the meanwhile, Cyclone up on Rise. He's going to go down as well. Familiars are able to drop on him. Nice play by Aoi. Exorcism going to do some work, though, and going to finish off Aoi. However, Fata going to clean up Rise here. Eating a lot of damage from this Exorcism. He's going to get into the tree line, but he will get cleaned up. So Arise doing a lot of work. In the meantime, tier 3 going down to EE. PvEing once again is EE. Just doing EE things. And he's going to bring down this range rack or melee racks with ease. And he'll get a full lane of racks for a couple kills for Arise. Definitely worth it. Still has Sunder up. He's going to kill off Come With Me with relative ease. He still has a Sunder. He will back off though. Still has Manta and Sunder. Might look to go in here. There's no lasso up for Ace. He should know that. And actually turns and puts some harass into them. He still has He still has Sunder here. Does Manta and Sunder into Ace. Will it be enough to kill him off? No, it will not. Even with the reflection. Nice Yules by Arise will save his teammate. It's going to sound EE's retreat here. He has no TP, so unfortunately EE may go down here. Yep, with the dagger chase from Hani. EE going to die. Just going to stall out here. Flame Break going to hit him as one Wrath right click from Arise. And that's going to be quite a bit of experience going the way of a few of the heroes on Fnatic, but they lose Rax. See, 3,000 experience going the way of everyone in that exchange, most of which is from Terrorblade's death, their EE's death. But regardless, EE sitting on point booster as well as ultimate orb, and it is about 1,000 gold away from his Scotty here. 22 minutes in is really fast, especially picking up the last hits on those buildings while his team was fighting. So space created, even if they had lost that engagement, and I don't think they did. They lost Bone 7, Aoi, and Fata for Hani going down, Ace going down, and Come With Me. So a 4 for 3 actually, because Rise went down as well. 4 for 3 in the mid lane, plus a lane of Rax going the way of Cloud9. Smoke rotation, however, is here onto Fata. Blink in, Lasso, Haunt in even from Hani, and the Crystal Maiden ultimate used as well. Frozen Field going to be committed there. Probably one of the few times in the game Come With Me can actually get that off. So Exorcism going to be committed. They're going to go straight into Roshan. Is Fnatic here. Bone 7 seems to be aware of this, but do they have what it takes to defend this? EE rotating towards the pit as well. Overwhelming odds hits on all 5. Aegis is still on the ground. Nice duel by Bone 7's not going to be enough though, and Hani's Spectre going to pick up the Aegis. He's going to dagger up to the high ground. Rise is going to go down here to EE first though. Nice unrefined Fire Blast there from Rise. He'll go down afterwards, but EE going to get cleaned up. They're going to lose an Aegis, and they only pick up the 2 supports there. About an even exchange in all fronts. 1,000 gold swing going the way of Fnatic, and that's a 2,000 gold swing if you consider the last hit on Roshan as well. So unfortunate, EE goes down there. He was in the front line, so bit of an overzealous play from him, with Fata a little bit far behind. Fata does, however, still have his split, and with EE up in 20 seconds, perhaps they look to go high ground even into the agents here. But generally, you'll probably see Cloud9 split up and farm. Find the next tier of items. BKB up for Bone 7. He died early there, despite hitting overwhelming odds on many heroes, and actually fed some damage over. Not sure to whom. Actually gave it to the Ogre here. So yeah, as I mentioned, that was an unrefined Fire Blast. So Ags is up here for Ogre. 3-man smoke from Fnatic. Come With Me, Ace, and Rise is the trio. They won't find too much in the way of solo heroes, but they may find a blink onto EE. Blink just used. Actually, EE is going to pop the smoke here. He will get blinked on. Lasso, actually stopped by a nice magic missile by Pylai. Lasso going to be out on Aoi. He's going to get cleaned up with a Fire Blast. Will Ace get cleaned up by the illusions? He will not. Jump in, Primal Split by the Brew. Rise going to go down here. 1 for 1 so far. Support for support. Ace able to get out here. A Haunt in from Hani. Hani? Oh, he does find the... he actually finds Pylai on the backside here. And blink forward from Fata. He will be able to Drunken Brawl him up. There is a dagger in 3 seconds, however, as well as a Yule Scepter. Doesn't look like they may be able to catch up with a duel, though. Blinking from Bone 7 is here. He's pressed the attack. Blink forward. Blade Mail. Nice Yules. Nice reactions on a Rise there. And that'll sound the retreat, it seems, for Hani's Spectre. Nice solo kill pickoff for Hani there. Didn't see the reality. Should have picked him up. Sorry about that, guys. But he does pick off Pylai in the background, sitting on 2 and 6. And Sanjin Yasha is the next item to come out for Hani here. He's now sitting at... I don't know what the hell I clicked there. He's now sitting at 6,000 net worth. So still above the supports of C9. And that's about it. So Arise does pick up a BKB here on top of his casual Vit booster. That'll really help him out in these engagements. However, it still won't do too much against EE's Terrorblade, except for stopping the reflection. So EE sitting on quite a bit of gold here. His point booster's on the courier, so he'll have enough. We'll see if he rotates to the secret shop or sends the courier to do his bidding. which is probably the more likely choice as he's farming up quite a bit here. Aoi has not picked up an Aghanims for once in his life on this Visage. He's not extremely farmed, sitting at this 6,000 net worth. Has been a lot more active than usual this game, but does have a Rod of Aoi as well as a Medallion. So certainly going to help out slowing a target for EE's Terrorblade to do work, as well as for Fata to jump in and get some control up, and even Bone 7 to that effect. So Scotty comes out now for TB for EE. So really scary Terrorblade here. And Fnatic should certainly be worried. Take a look at the graphs. Complete parity on net worth and actually experience going the way of Fnatic here. So EE getting good farm, but not quite the experience. Ace does have a gem now, and Rise is sitting with him on the high ground. Actually, Rise has 2,000 gold, so almost enough for a blink here. Will Rise go in? Will Ace go in? Jump in, lasso onto Aoi. He will try to force up. Nice swap out by Paladai, and the familiar stuns from Aoi actually securing his own safety here. Lasso is used. That will probably sound the push here from C9. Actually, they will jump up. Fire Blast used on Fata, but he'll get off the split. Duel used on Arise. He's going to get cleaned up despite using a BKB. He'll instantly buy back as he still has Exorcism up, but the TB going to clean up. Come with me in the backlines. EE doing tons of work here. Still has an Exorcism for Arise, but a lot of damage going in here. Overwhelming odds out on the creep wave. EE's got a haste up, and he's running headlong into the base. He's been pressed the attack. He actually sunders up Ace back to full health, and he will bring down this T3 with ease here. Flame Break going to stall the push only. EE and the Familiars doing quite a bit of work here. Dagger going to go out. Nice Familiar stun from Aoi will sound the disengagement here. Silence onto 3 from Arise. Yule's up and Exorcism used. Nice swap out by Paladai. He won't get the magic missile off, however, and the Unrefined Fire Blast will secure Aoi's death as well for 2 return kills for the side of Fnatic here. But all the meanwhile, EE safe and sound with his Scotty, 2,200 gold up. They don't quite get this T3, but it's it's within deny range now. Double damage rune scouted out by this very injured familiar bot lane for Aoi. So we'll see if he looks to scout anyone out at the Ancient Pit. And he does, but in the meantime, Ace looking for this. Bone 7 is able to pick it up and could duel Ace if he likes. Scouting, Sticky Napalm goes out there. Does Ace still have this gem? He does. So looking for a ward there. He did find one, but just not willing to go in. Pretty risky at that point. He will Firefly up on the creep wave bottom. Fata gonna back off, worried about being picked here. And Ace will even scout out the Roche pit. Won't know if Roche spawns for when Roche spawns for another 2 minutes. So Grave Chill used up by Aoi to grab some speed and go towards the mid lane. What's coming out on the courier? There is a point booster for him. So 3,000 gold from Ags is Aoi 2,000 on this Visage. Hasn't had the most flashy game here, but has done what is necessary. Take a look at the KDA. Aoi is actually sitting on 8, 7, and 5. So Soul Assumption picking up a lot of kills here. A 3-man smoke from C9. EE gonna bait himself out in the mid lane. Fata is not with them, but soon to join them here. EE just gonna walk straight uphill, finish off this T3 with a couple of Manta Illusions, and put some really considerable harass into the melee barracks here. In the meantime, Hani's being picked up in the top lane with a duel. Free damage for Bone 7. Lasso out onto EE. He's still got Sunder though. Jump in from Bone 7. Overwhelming odds. EE's image is gonna clean up Rise there, and Sunder used from EE onto Aoi in the back lines. They're going to pick up this Rax for free. Will come with me, go down to the Bruling here. Jump in. One last right click from Bone 7 will finish him off. And Boulder Toss goes into a Rise just as the Brulings expire. EE going to pick up this T3 bottom as well. Yule's up was a Rise. Bone 7 jumps in with the Blade Mail active, but doesn't have duel yet and is silenced up. Does have a double damage. Jump in, clap from Fata. Exorcism pop. Actually, GG is called here. A nice swap out from Paladai. EE gonna drop a Rise right before the game ends. And GG's called from Fnatic here. Well played by Cloud9 all around. Last pick Terrorblade from Cloud9 here. Very scary to let that go, especially that late in the draft. But looks like Fnatic was a little more worried about the Drow Visage combo and focused on that as well as the Naga. And EE happy to pick up the Terrorblade in the 1 position and do quite a bit of work. Full team wipe in the base, full Raxing, and they'll even finish off the Ancient for good measure. Will they get it before the admin destroys it? It seems like they will. Cloud9 redeeming themselves with a convincing win in Game 2 of the day. This was the Summit 2, presented by Beyond the Summit and G2A.com. I am Morgan, please, your resident Canadian Dota 2 caster. Thanks again for joining me, guys. That will be the couple games that I have for you today. Tomorrow will be some more Dota Pit action, if I am not mistaken. In 12 hours from now, we've got some SEA Summit 2 as well. So be sure to check back with me, guys. You can follow me on Twitter at MRP_Dota, as you can see in that area of the screen right there. And thanks again for joining me, guys. I am Morris, please, your resident Canadian Dota 2 caster. This was Cloud9 versus Fnatic. So Cloud9 losing earlier to Secret and beating up Fnatic here in the second game of the day. They will finish 1-1 on the day, and that is also their overall record for the Summit 2 Europe qualifiers. If you haven't already, grab up that compendium, guys. $10 for the bundle. Already reached quite a few stretch goals. Tub interviews are back. Hype for that, as well as the loading screen is out, the ward, the HUD, as you saw me showcase in this game, and a few other stretch goals. So certainly check out the compendium for the Summit 2 here. Pretty awesome stuff. And you even get some personal crap at the end if anyone cares. Check out K-Poptosis and flame him in chat, please. Thanks again for joining me, guys. I'm Murray HPC, your resident Canadian Dota 2 caster. You can join me once again tomorrow around 1 Eastern, I believe, if not around 3 Eastern, for some Dota Pit matchups, if not the continuation of the Summit 2 coverage. We have NVMI or VP Polar versus Fnatic tomorrow, as well as Fnatic versus Tinker, and Navi versus Secret, Cloud9 versus PR, Tinker versus Secret, Alliance versus PR, and Secret versus VP Polar. A lot of good games tomorrow for the Summit 2, guys. So be sure to join me. I am Maurice, please, your resident Canadian Dota 2 caster. Thanks for the support. Throw me a follow on stream and on Twitter. Let me know how I'm doing. Post on Reddit about me. Why not? So thanks for watching, folks. I will be with you tomorrow around 1 Eastern. This is More Rage Please signing out.